What's up, everybody? I'm B-True, and it is finally here. The Reaper of Souls expansion just came out yesterday, and I, for one, could not be happier. I've been looking forward to this for a long time now. Been excited ever since I started watching the first couple of clips and some of the new things that we're going to be adding, and gotta say, I am pretty happy with what I've seen so far. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to give you a real quick rundown, just a little bit of my thoughts on what the expansion is like. I'm going to try and keep this video as short as possible. And then I want to put out some gameplay videos for you guys, a boss fight or two, some Crusader stuff. But anyway, let's jump right into it. Now, for my first impression, I've been playing the game most of the day yesterday, and I made a new character. I made the Crusader, and the Crusader is awesome. He is a very, very fun character to play. And it really shows what Blizzard can do when they focus on just one thing. Being able to devote all this time to just one character really paid off. The Crusader feels strong. He feels powerful. His skills are very visually appealing. He's got very nice sounds to his skills. He has a lot of skills that change the way he looks, either packing on armor, changing his body, riding that horse that I'm sure some of you guys have seen. His skills just look good, and he's a very AoE centered character. He's able to deal a lot of damage to the people around him, which seems to be his main priority, is AoE damage around him, and I'll show you guys my build and some tips for him and all that stuff. But like I said, the Crusader is just an awesome class, and I would definitely recommend making one as soon as possible when you get the expansion. Now for the boss. I'm not going to give any spoilers here, but as most of you know, Malthael is the boss. He is the Reaper of Death, and he feels scary. He feels like what the Angel of Death would feel like. When you watch the cutscenes and you see him, he embodies what you expect death and destruction would look like, and it's awesome. It's a great boss, and it's a very good boss fight. It actually has good dynamics. It's difficult, but for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. The fact that he's able to just one-shot you, but it's difficult because of the way the boss fight is. It's a very good boss fight. I enjoyed it a lot. I feel like it has good dynamics, and there's actual strategy involved in having to kill him instead of just running around spamming your skills and just waiting until he dies. So that's always a good thing, and I was very, very pleased with the final boss fight against him. Now, one of the big things that they added in the expansion is Adventure Mode. Adventure Mode was meant to make playing Diablo and farming fun again, and I've got to say, so far, it looks like they have succeeded. One of the things you're going to notice in Adventure Mode, obviously, is the bounties. And this is like your main kind of side quests that you can do. You can go around just farming enemies if you want, but you also have these side quests that are bounties that give you random, gear and items that you're going to need, as well as experience and gold. But it is fun again, and there's a lot of, tons of enemies. The enemy density is double, maybe even triple from what the campaign is in these adventure modes. So you're going to go up against packs and packs, like 30, 40 skeletons, goats at a time, while you're going through these quests, and it feels good because it's not linear. You don't know what's coming next. You don't know where you're going to be set next. You don't know, it's very disjoint, and it keeps it fresh. It keeps things new. Another thing that keeps it new are the Nephilim rifts. Obviously they're completely random where they are, who you fight, these endless dungeons, and that's what is really, the focus on top of the bounties. So you have to do the bounties to get the rift fragments in order to open them, and then you have them. So you have two separate types of farming, and like I said, there are just a ton of enemies, and that's good. And a ton of enemies means a ton of legendaries. And now it does seem that with the auction house being disabled, now that the expansion is out, the legendary drop rate has definitely been upped. I've come across a very large amount of legendaries in my playing so far. I'm still not even level 70, and I've probably gotten at least 15 to 20, maybe even upwards as far as 25 legendaries, just from going around doing the campaign and then killing monsters through adventure mode. So there's a lot of legendaries, which makes it viable for you to farm your own gear finally. And it's very satisfying being able to find your own upgrades. Now, a couple tips for you guys. If you are not level 70, once you start doing adventure mode, you're gonna start gaining blood shards, Nephilim fragments, and Herodric caches. Now, blood shards are used for what's used to be in Diablo 2 gambling, where you buy a mystery item from a new NPC, and it can be, a very good item, it could be a horrible item. Nephilim fragments are going to be used to open up your Nephilim rifts, and then the Horadric caches are basically just like personal treasure chests that you earn once you complete all 5 bounties in an area. Now, the reason I say hold these until you are level 70, I want you to save them. If you can, it's very difficult. I know you want to open them, you want to see what you get, but I'm telling you, save them until you're level 70, because anything you get from these before level 70 is going to be completely useless until, once you hit level 70. All the gear, the items and stuff is going to be completely useless. If you can hold off and save all of that till you hit level 70, once you have level 71, you're going to have a ton of blood shards and Horadric caches, allowing you to gamble and get a whole bunch of basically free gear. But then too, the Nephilim rifts that you do are going to produce better gear. So obviously you can go through more Nephilim rifts in a shorter period of time, because you have a bunch of these saved up, and you're going to be able to find level 70 items. Now, like I said, it's going to be difficult for you, but if you can, I would strongly recommend you save all of those up until you hit level 70, and you can get the top level and the top tier items. So yeah, guys, what I plan to do in the future here is I'm going to bring you guys a Crusader build that I have, maybe bring you a few of them, because there's very many different ways to play this character. So I'm going to bring you a couple of those once I hit level 70. I'm going to show you guys some of the adventure mode, the bounties. Definitely give you guys a video on the Mystic and what she's able to do with changing the way your gear looks, and also with the enchanting. And then probably give you guys a little bit of strategy on the Malthael boss fight, because he can be very, very difficult. And it does take strategy, so I want to see if I can help you guys out with that. If there's anything that you guys want to know or you want to see, please put a comment down below and let me know. I'll be sure to get back to you guys as quick as possible, and then try and make a video on it for you guys. If you like this video, please give it a like, and please subscribe to my channel so that you can stay up to date with all the future Reaper of Souls videos. Guys, I hope that you guys can see how excited I am about this expansion, how excited I'm going to be bringing you guys the videos, and I hope you enjoy everything that I bring you in the future. I hope you enjoy this gameplay, and guys, have a great day.